Do you want to know how I use this to clean out my kitchen drawers? If so, then keep watching. Hi everyone and welcome. If you're new to the channel, I'm Melissa. If you like organizing, decorating, planning, routines, cooking, meal planning, fashion, then this channel has something for you. This week I am zone cleaning my kitchen, and today I am working in my kitchen drawers. So I would love for you to join me as I go through and declutter and remove things that I am not loving or using. So this is the current sitch that's going on in my kitchen right now as far as my drawers are concerned. And friends, I am not proud. It is definitely due time. I can clearly look in here and see that there are things that I'm not loving and definitely things that I am not using. So just like yesterday, you'll see that I have a box next to me where I'm going to put the things that I will be donating. That way I don't just have a lot of clutter all over my cabinets and then have to figure out what to do with that, and then I just have one big mess. So this way I can just remove the things that I'm not using instantly, put them in a box, transfer the box to my van, and drop it off when I have time to do so. Okay, so let's start tackling this drawer. And I already know what you're thinking. You're thinking, holy cow, how many measuring spoons can one human being own? And apparently a lot, friends. So what I need to do is be honest with myself and decide what I actually love and what I'm using and what I need, and remove everything else so that we can go ahead and donate that. Now, I can look here and clearly see a couple things that I do not need to keep, that I'm not using. I like them, I'm not loving them, and I'm certainly not using them. So that would be these little mason jar measuring spoons. I'm not using them, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove those and put those in the box. This I'm actually going to keep because it's a 1/8 of a teaspoon, and honestly I haven't been able to find that on like a normal set of these, so I go ahead and keep this guy because I do use this quite a bit actually. So we'll put that on this side. Obviously I need this for decorating like cakes and cupcakes and things like that. And then this guy, I love this. I got this a year ago on Amazon, and I don't even remember what it's called. Maybe like a frother or like a cream stir. I don't I don't even know what to call this. But I think it's meant to be used in coffee to like stir your cream and your coffee together. But what I use it for is eggs. So when I have a couple eggs that I need to hurry and beat to put in a recipe, instead of getting out my fork and doing the whole this thing, I just stick this thing in there and turn it on, and I don't know if you can see it very well there. Is that gonna, there we go. It just stirs it right up in like a couple of seconds, and I love this. It's just run by a little battery and everybody's winning. So we'll keep that. These, some of these are actually not mine, so they don't belong, well, I mean they are because I purchased them, but they're my daughter's for slime making. How many of your kids do slime, friends? Good Lord. It is something else. I mean, we're on the daily over here. So this I don't need. I can look here and I can see a little bit of rust happening. It's possible it's a little bit darker right here, and so I'm guessing there's probably rust under there as well. So I'm not even gonna donate this on, just because I don't want somebody to bring something into their home that is rusted. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pitch this And then these, so which ones are actually mine here? Okay, so these 3 are mine. I like these. I just got them at, I think I got them at Ross actually. And I love them because they're so small. Like I can get into smaller containers like jelly and things like that versus trying to jam this guy in there. It's just a lot easier to have the smaller. And then like I said, these are my daughter's for her slime making, so I'll just go ahead and stick those in her container. We're making progress, friends. This is great. Okay, so now we need to tackle the measuring spoons. And let's be honest with ourselves here. What are we using? What are we not? Okay, so I use these 3. And I know some people may believe, oh, you only need 1 set and you're good. That's just not me. I do a lot of baking, and so I like having more than 1 set just because I don't have to rinse things out if I need one of the same measurement of spoons. So I like having more than 1. And like I said, I do a good amount of cooking, and so I like to have multiple sets. Now over here, friends, this is where it gets hard. I love these. These are so cute. But if I am honest with myself, I have never used these. I purchased these because, number 1, obviously I like the color, but I thought they were cute. They're owls. I don't know, it might be too bright. My lighting changed a little bit on me, I think. So there they go. They are just so, so cute. But I think instead of just donating them on, I think what I'll do is gift them. And I have a couple friends who do like to cook and kind of get into this style. And so I think I will just add it to a gift that, sorry for the clanging, a gift that I'm giving to them. And then that way these can go on to bless somebody else, and I'll know that they're going to a home that is truly going to appreciate them. So I'm going to set those over here. And then let's see, my measuring cups, I didn't lose, rather, I broke the handle on my other cup measurement. And so this is what's left. So I think I'm just gonna keep this one, and then I'll donate these on. And then I like having these also. And I use these as well. So what I really like about these, I got these at Target, I believe. I like these for when I need to get into the flour container. This goes in really easy versus this one that has like your little pour lip right here, and it's just a little bit more awkwardly shaped. And so for me to try to jam this into the flour container, it's a lot more challenging than this one is. So that's why I like to keep these on hand, because they're not so cumbersome. So we'll keep those. This I love. I don't know if my mom gave this to me or if I stole it from her, but I grew up with this, and it is a 1.5 cup measuring cup. And I love it because if I ever need a 1.5 cups of something, I just grab this and, you know, measure it off, call it a day, versus having to dirty 2 of these. So this is, I love this. And then these guys, I know I don't need these. Actually I do, but you're probably thinking I don't. The story behind these, my son gave these to me when he was in the 3rd grade. And his teacher did a thing where you could earn points for, you know, good work, good behavior, that kind of thing. And then at the end of a certain amount of time, usually it was per quarter, you could tally up all of your points and you could use those to go shopping at the class store. And so what my son did, instead of using all of his points for himself, he actually bought everybody in our family, the four of us, he did get himself something. He bought us all a little gift from the store, and this is what he bought me because he knew that I liked to cook, and so he bought me these. And you know, honestly, friends, if I were to pick which set of spoons and cups to save, if I could only take one out of this drawer, it would be these for sure, just because they mean so much to me, and so we're gonna keep these. So I'm just gonna continue removing things out of here that I'm going to keep, and then putting the ones that I'm going to donate into the box, and we'll move forward. This thing right here is amazing. I got it at Sur La Table. My husband's work did a party for his coworkers, and it was a cooking class. It was tons of fun. But this is for garlic, and so you stick the garlic in there, and then you rub it like this, and it takes the skin off of the garlic, and you don't have to like sit there and like peel away, you know, get it all under your nails and whatever. And so this is an awesome deal here. I keep a Sharpie in my drawer as well for when we have guests over and we're using plastic cups. That way everybody can just write their name on their cup, and we're not left with 50 plastic cups around the house. Number one, nobody knows whose cup is whose, and number two, it's just totally wasteful. So this kind of saves on wasting cups. Now obviously, if there are marks in here, I will just go ahead and wipe those off really quick and remove those. So this container right here, some of you might be wondering what the lines are. I'm not sure if those are showing up on the camera or not, but it is hot glue. And I put it on the bottom of this to keep it from sliding. Plus I also stuck that, I think it's called bulletin board putty, on the bottoms of these here so that it doesn't just slide around in my drawer. Like when I go to shut it, it doesn't, you know, move and slide all over everywhere, and everything in it just stays contained. Target because I wanted kind of an easier way to store my knives in here, and so it's just two of them, and then I'm going to put the smaller one inside for the smaller knives. That way they're not all just thrown in there together necessarily. my kitchen had quite a couple of these very narrow drawers. And so what I chose to use them for, I'd said before that we do quite a bit of entertaining over here. And so what I use them for is my plastic cups so that I don't have to take up space in my cupboards to store them. And they are just the perfect size, and they're out of the way and ready to go. Down here, this drawer houses all of my husband's protein shake utensil things. We've got the cups down here, and then the different things that go in the cups, like I don't even know what this stuff is called, friends, I don't use this. This does something in there, and then the lid that goes on top of it. Clearly this one needs to be washed again. And then we have his mixer right here with the cups that go on top of the mixer. And then these are the things that screw on to the bottom of it. So everything that he needs for his protein shakes, minus the protein, is all right here, and it's not taking up space in any other area of my cabinets or cupboards. Tupperware into the drawers that it belongs in, I make sure and put the containers right with the lids. That way I know exactly what lids go with which containers, and I'm not rooting around. I'm just saving myself a lot of the guesswork so that I can just come in here, get what I need, and not waste time looking for lids that go with specific containers. The drawer that I use for all of my kids' dishes, bowls, cups, everything that they need is in here, and I like to have it in this big drawer right here where they can reach everything and they're not having to climb on cabinets to get glass dishes and things like that. So what I have in here are just some bowls that I got from Target. I think they were like 69 cents or 89 cents or something like that. And then just plastic cups. My son has a couple of his mugs that he keeps in here. He loves hot chocolate, so we store those in there as well. This one was super cute. He got this one for Christmas, and it's like a basketball, and then here's the hoop, and you can like dunk marshmallows into the basketball hoop. And then just some other big cups. I have these in here for my daughter. She likes to use these with cute straws sometimes. And then here's their plates. And then I also keep paper plates in here as well. So I have little ones and then I have bigger ones. That's really bright, I'm sorry. So I have the littler ones and then I have the bigger ones, and I keep those in here just for the days that I don't want to have to mess around with you know, rinsing dishes off, getting them in the dishwasher. We're in a hurry. We can hurry, eat quickly, and just throw them in the trash can, and we're good to go. But again, I have them at their level, and they're able to grab them without me, and they can go ahead and get their food as needed. I'm so glad that you joined me today, and I hope that I was able to inspire you to get into your kitchen and just get the things out of there that you don't use, that you don't need, and that you don't love. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I would love for you to join me. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at my.intentional.life. And I just created a hashtag today It's hashtag Melissa's Intentional Community. And I would love to see pictures of you guys' intentional progress. Go ahead and link that hashtag to your photo and show me the ways that you guys are using these videos to create a more intentional life for yourself as well as your family. Friends, I hope that you will intentionally create a life that you love living and that you don't need a vacation from. Until next time, bye-bye.